What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Caesar. Today we're going to talk about how many points you need to hit on the FLX raffles. You guys, I got today's pickups over here. I got 2 winning raffles. We're going to talk all about it in this video, so just keep watching. So as you guys can see here, it's not a review video, but guys, these are so sick. So these are the Dunk Low green glows. So it is not a review video, but I wanted to show you guys these because they look so sick, and I was able to pick up 2. So I picked up 1 pair at Champs and then 1 pair at Foot Locker. Okay, we're gonna get into how many points I have. So I have, after today's pickup, I have 1.3 million. Before today's pickup, it was right under the 1.3 million. So I also was able to scoop up, I think, because I went for a size that was not as desirable as, I guess, the better of the resale. So these are both size 8. And I went on StockX and I seen that these were still good profit, but they weren't as good as profit as like a size 12. And I already knew a lot of people were going to go for a size 12. This is a women's shoe, so a lot of people go for the bigger sizes. That way males could buy them and they could wear them and all that good stuff. So I already knew if I went for a 12, I was going to compete with a lot of people. So to win on the FLX raffles, the more points you have, the better your odds are in winning. I can't give you guys like a certain like number. There's no certain number. It depends on how many people are putting in for that shoe. It depends how much stock they have in that particular shoe. It depends on the city that you live in. If you guys live in a heavy populated city with a bunch of sneakerheads and resellers, it's going to be a lot harder than somebody else that lives in another city. I live in San Diego. There are sneakerheads and resellers here in San Diego, but it's not as crazy as Chicago. Chicago's probably like the #1 craziest reseller market city there is out there. There's like others like Miami, New York, New Jersey, even LA. LA is just 2 hours north of me, and it's just crazy. It's crazy to hit on a raffle up in LA because I know I'm gonna be going against people that have over 3 million, over 4 million, 5 million. But people they have 5 million on each account. They got like 5 accounts, so it's very hard to hit when you're like dealing with LA or just different cities that are populated. So that's why I can't give you guys a certain number, okay? But I can tell you guys in San Diego, I started hitting right at that 500,000 FLX point mark. So it was right under there, and once I hit, I was so happy, and I was kind of just testing the waters to see if I was gonna hit. And I actually took a W on the Georgetown Jordan 3s and on the adult size, and I was like, cool, I won. So like now I knew that I could put in for different raffles. I was going into the stores looking what I could, you know, flip and make a little bit of money. Sometimes if you guys watch my other videos, you guys know that I tell you guys to go in there, and sometimes you're gonna break even, but you're gonna get those FLX points. Sometimes you're gonna actually be in the hole. You could be negative. You could buy a shoe, sell it, be negative, but guess what? You got those FLX points. So when it comes to stuff like this over here, you're actually gaining some money. So I'm going to talk about the pickup I did over here. I see you guys staring at the Jordan 5 Raging Bulls or the Toro Bravos, but you guys, so I already sold all 4 of these right here. This is grade school over here. This is adult. Oh, one of my subscribers asked me about the reflection on the Jordan 5 and the grade school pair, and it's not as reflective as the adult pair. So I just wanted to give my subscriber a shout out, and I do remember you. I remember what you said, and the grade school is not reflective. Okay, so let's get back into it. Okay, so when I went and I put the raffle in, I was at 1.2, let's say 1.25. So today I made, so I spent over $500, and then which I made, it was, what is it? Man, when the camera's staring at me, I can't do math all of a sudden. Okay, let me think, hold on.
6.5 hours later.
So I got 500, that's too much. So I got 50,000 FLX points just today, and all of these are profit. You guys, I made 130 on each of these dunks right here. 130. So what I was saying was, yeah, in the beginning, you know, I was taking a couple dollars lost here, a couple dollars lost there, but you guys are going to make up for it once you start winning the raffles, once you get the big numbers. Like I said, I was at that 500,000 mark when I started winning, but now that I'm at the 1 million mark, I'm hitting more. So I like, well, I guess you guys are gonna have to subscribe to check out this video, but I'm gonna do a pickup of the UNCs today. I actually I was able to hit a couple on the raffle, so I don't want to spoil that video, but you guys make sure you subscribe and then follow my, you know, hit the notifications so you guys can check out the video if you want more information on FLX, and that's probably why you're here. Okay, so 130 each. And so let's talk about what I did today. So I went into Champs to pick up this pair right here. I was strapped for time because I just got off of work and I had to pick up both of these, and then I had to go get the kids and all that stuff. So like I had to hurry up. When I went to pick these up, I was like, I always got that itch to like just look to see what's on the shelves. You guys are not gonna believe me. These Jordan 5 Raging Bulls were on the shelf, and I was like, what? And then I seen a guy had them in his hand, and I was kind of like, what is going on right now? Because if you guys seen that like viral, there was like this video that went viral, like they were fighting. There's one dude was throwing haymakers. It was like crazy. I don't even know what city it was, but they were fighting over the Raging Bulls. Anyways, like the guy had one in his hand, and it kind of looked like on the small side of town. So I looked at StockX and I was like, no, these things are still going. I did make 2 other videos on these, but so I'll link them down below if you guys want to check them out. So I did hit on the sneakers app. I keep giving you little bits of information, but I hit 3 pairs on the sneakers app. Okay, so I saw a small size, and then I looked at StockX, and then I was like, oh man, they're all going for a good amount of money. Like, what's going on? So I went to flag down the guy at Champs, and then I was like, bro, I was like, do you guys have bigger sizes? He's like, yeah, like what size do you want? And I was like, what? Like, guys, I could not believe it was on the shelf. Like, trust me, like I couldn't believe it. And then I was like, do you guys got like an and then like he beat me to it, and he's like, you want like a 12? I was like, yeah, if you guys got it. And then he called, and then they didn't have a 12, so he's like, 11 and a half, okay? And I was like, 11 and a half is perfect. So I grabbed it. I also told him I got the dunks, so he went in the back to grab me the dunks, and I was in line, and I'm telling you, I was strapped for time, but I did a quick look, and as I was in line, I looked over on the GS side. I saw this bright red over here, right? And I was like, and the guy came back around, and the guy was like, and I was like, hey, bro, I was like, do you guys have like the GS Raging Bulls? He's like, I don't think we still have them. You know, he was kind of doing one of those. And then I was like, I see one over there. I was like, do you guys got size 7? And then he looks and he's like, I think size 6 is our last one. So like, he was kind of like, guys, come on. Like, yeah, I know they always try to play like they don't got stock and all that stuff. He was doing his thing. I ain't mad at him. But I was like, yeah, let me get that. So threw that on there. You guys, so scooping up points. These are all I sold both of these too. These are a good profit. I did use a discount code, and so like you guys, that's all profit right there. And then I hit up Foot Locker to get this pair right here, and I saw some stuff I wanted, but like I said, this time I was really like, not only was I getting this, but I was on the app and like I was trying to get the Jordan 4 UNCs. I did get a personal pair, size 11. Well, I haven't got it yet, but I hit on the raffle, so I'm picking up tomorrow. And like, guys, it was, the whole site was crashing. It was crazy. Like it kept crashing. I had to refresh. My phone was almost dying. Like it was like the worst scenario ever. And I was able to still get on there and like, okay, so normally at 2 o'clock, if you're on the West Coast, at 2 o'clock p.m., you're supposed to go in there and check to see if you won or not. And there's a window between 2 and 3 p.m. to claim your prize. And if you don't do it within that time, you straight up lose out and you don't get it. So they've been, once they gets like real busy, they've been like pushing that time back. And they were able to push it back. So they pushed it back an hour. That's kind of like normal if it's all messed up. But this time they pushed it back to 522. So I was like, that's the latest I've seen it get pushed. It was crazy, but I was able to get it. All right, my battery just died, so I switched it out. We're good to go now. Sorry I get long-winded. I think that most of you guys are showing me love, and you love the commentary that I give along with the tips and all that stuff. So I really do appreciate that you guys are listening to my long-winded speeches here. Okay, so let's get back into it. So what I wanted to talk about was head starts, because I feel like I talk about the flex, but I don't talk about head starts that much. And you guys, as soon as you put in for a raffle, it gives you 1 head start. But you need to put in those 3 extra head starts. Each head start is worth 500 points, and they're very much worth it. If you want to get that W, you have to use 4 head starts for every raffle that you do, even the GS pairs. Sometimes it's even harder to get a GS pair because they have limited stock. But yeah, you have to use those 4 head starts. They're 500 points each. The first one's a gimme, and then the other ones are 500 points. So I have seen it where sometimes it's more than 4 head starts, but 4 head starts, that's like the usual. It's always going to be like that 99.99% of the time. But there is that very few, that 0.001, where it's like they wanted you to do more head starts. I've seen it where it was 11 head starts, and that was on the Jordan 1 UNC GS pair, and there was 11 head starts, you guys. And that's when I was like first starting. That's when I was first starting to hit, and like I was like, huh? I really didn't put in for it because I didn't know if I was gonna win or not. But maybe I should have just put in. So speaking of that, so you got to do that, but you got to do all 4 head starts. But what your points count on the lifetime points. So you have lifetime points, and then you have your running balance. I forget what it's called, but like you're gonna have 2 different points. It depends on how much you have for your lifetime points. Those are the ones that get you into the raffles, right? So those other points are just like they're taken away once you start using those points for raffles. Not a big deal. So like let's say I have 1.3 million points now, and then I want to say my running score points is like, I don't know, 1.12, somewhere around there. So it's not a big deal. They don't count that number. They want to see how much lifetime points, how much have you spent at the store total. So that's what that is. I did want to say that sometimes you could get double the points. So they'll email you and they'll let you know. It'll be like a sale for a couple of days, and it's ×2 on the points. I did not take advantage of it the first time it came around, so I'm just waiting for it to come back around again. You guys, I'm gonna buy up the store when that happens. I'm gonna get a lot of points. I have this other video coming up. So like I let you guys know, I have my account. I have a second account, but it's dormant. I'm not doing nothing with it until we build up my wife's account, because my wife goes to the stores with me on Saturdays during pickup. This pickup was during the weekday, but on Saturdays she always comes with me. Okay, so we're building her account up. Now her account, you guys, so the video is going to be like, you guys, we got like 200,000 FLX points in one day. I'm going to show you guys what shoe it is. It's going to be crazy. I'm waiting for them to come in. We're going to take a picture with all the shoes, all that good stuff. So you guys, like, there's ways of making a bunch of points, and all those shoes are profit, by the way. Like, that's the good thing. Like, I know, like, on my channel, I'm like, hey, you know, if you got to take a hit, you got to take a hit. But of course, if you can make profit, like, that's the #1 key. Who doesn't want to make profit? And that's why I'm telling you guys got to boost up those flex points. That way you're getting to like my level where you have a lot and you're winning all these raffles and you're making all kinds of money. So 130 and 130 right here of profit, you guys. That's nothing when, like, you know, a shoe, like sometimes I'll lose $10, sometimes I'll lose $5, sometimes I'll lose $3. You guys, that's nothing compared to like a $130 shoe. I haven't done the math on these yet, but this one with the discount and everything, I want to say it's at least $60 to $70 for the adult pair. So, like, you guys, I'm telling you, like, you got to build up those points. You got to use the 4 hit starts. I mean, if you guys have any other questions, please let me know in the comment box below. You guys know that I respond to your guys' questions. Don't forget to hit like, that way this video gets pushed out. Subscribe if you guys want more FLX content, more sneakers content, more finish line content. I got all that for you guys, and I will check you guys out on the next video.